So obviously this is a complicated issue, and I completely understand that. And I think both sides do have valid points. But I think there's just one way that I haven't heard anyone talk about this before, and I think it's really kind of obvious, and it really settles the issue very, very firmly. So if you think about it, abortion, if a fetus is a person, ultimately this is what it comes down to. If a fetus is the equivalent of what we call a person, then let's break it down. Obviously, there's a bunch of other noise around the issue, but ultimately that means we should not kill it. It's the same way then it is murder. If a fetus is a person, then abortion is murder. If a fetus is not a person, then abortion is not murder. Yes, that's simple. Now, everyone I know has a stance in this. They're like, oh, obviously a fetus is a person, obviously a fetus is not. Realistically, no one knows. You can't know. How could you know? I don't know. I couldn't know. How could I know? It's so obvious. There's a lot of evidence going both ways, and there's a lot of people who think very, very opposite things about what a fetus is. That's irrelevant. All we actually know, if we approach this honestly, is that we don't know what it is, but there is at least a decent chance that a fetus is a person. And if a fetus is a person, then abortion is murder. And murder is the most intrinsic, obvious first thing the law is meant to protect against. And yeah, by allowing abortion, we are taking a risk, we're taking a gamble, whatever you want to call the risk. You call it 50-50, 70-30, either way, I don't know. I really don't know the statistics of it. I don't know the science of it that well. But I think just from common knowledge, just seeing the issue just point blank, it's very obvious that there's at least a real chance that whatever fetus is a person. And if it is a person, then we have 60 million murders on the US government. Like, if we're comparing atrocities, that is significantly worse than the Holocaust. That's worse than slavery. 60 million murders, not enslaved people, murders, straight up murders. And that's basically equivalent with like the death toll from like Russia with like all the stuff that happened. I forget the guy's name. Yeah, but no one is thinking about it like this. And this is the most obvious risk-benefit analysis of the situation. But everyone just keeps throwing noise out and making these claims, and we're not approaching this objectively. We need to approach this objectively, because if we don't, the consequences are massive. Yeah, and no one is thinking about it like this, and something needs to change. We cannot allow abortion to continue, not because it's obvious that it is a person, whatever a fetus is. It's because it's obvious that we don't know what it is. And because we don't know what it is, and there is a significant chance that it is a person, we cannot kill it without an extremely good reason. And women have to go through a lot in pregnancy. I understand that. But the toll of what they have to go through in pregnancy is not equal to the pain of killing another person. The risk to that person is not equivalent to the struggle a mother has to go through in pregnancy. And that's so obvious. And this is the heart of the issue. But no one is thinking like this, or the people who need to make decisions are not. And they need to start approaching this objectively. Liberal or Republican, it doesn't matter. This is not a Republican or liberal issue. This should not be a Republican or liberal issue. That's just noise. That's just keeping the thing going longer. All we need is to just approach this objectively. And if you approach this objectively, this is so obvious. There's no other option. If someday science gets good enough that we can say confidently, there is an extremely good chance that we're justified in thinking that abortion is not killing a person, then fine, have abortions. But until we are somewhat certain that that is true, we cannot allow abortion to happen. Not unless it's in cases of like extreme cases, like like rape, or the mother's gonna die if you don't, or like extreme medical risk or whatever. So yeah, this is just so obvious. And YouTube is not my thing. I'm not known for my public speaking abilities, but this is just something that needs to be spread. So copy this, send this to whoever. People need to start thinking about this from a different light, because the way we're thinking about it now is not doing anything, and it's not helping anyone. And it's just continuing an issue. It's continuing to let a massive, massive gamble be taken, which should not be taken. So